kick some ass.
Let's get our fucking shit together and kick some fucking ass!
Alright, man. I'm gonna give this one a shot. So, you think you're untouchable? Well, word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position, an ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camps for ransom, the microphone phantom. Teams hit the floor, this a new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you're missing the point. We dominate your conference with all offense. It's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, stuck in nightsticks, bare-knuckled men through fight pits, eat you lifeless. Never survive this. Get like Alzheimer's, two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. The raw rhymers heard the legends to old-timers. My insights is like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc. and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus.
And there we have it. George Gatton with...
That was Word Life, wasn't it?
Word Life, yeah.
Yeah, basic thugonomics.
Was not watching WWE at that time. So
that was
no idea.
Again, that was a really... what's the word I'm looking for? Because we're supposed to guess what they are now.
Yeah.
It was really obvious.
Yeah,
but that was by far the best one he's ever done.
Dude,
like those noises.
He was doing that thing. George is a fucking talented man.
He's really stepping up his game.
He's down there in Austin, Texas, and I feel like he's just wasting his talent. Should be on the streets, just rapping away.
The basic thugonomics.
He needs to come out with his own rendition of all these on a CD.
He's killing the music theme song game right now.
He's the best.
Welcome to Kickin' Ass with Jesse
and Andy.
Brought to you by American Barbell Club. ABC Strong. Check them out, guys.
Yeah,
they're
go
fucking
there.
great.
www.americanbarbellclub.com.
Me and Andy are wearing shirts right now.
Yep.
I use their shit in the gym every day.
Yep.
And good brother John takes amazing care of us.
And Fleshlight.
Yeah.
Which is still an unofficial,
well,
I hope soon to be official.
But we got a Predator one, so
yeah,
it's cool. Fleshlight, the official sponsor of Tug Time.
All the things I want to put over. Cured. I want to put over Cured.
Yeah, Cured.
CBD.
I told you, we went to Cleveland this past weekend. Hannah gave me some of those. It's like a little pack of like dough.
Yeah,
like,
cookie dough.
I thought you like baked them or something. She was like, no, just eat it. And it's just, there's no THC. It was just CBD.
Yeah.
Long story short, I got motion sickness in the car, and then I ate one of those, and I slept probably the hardest I've ever slept in a car.
Yeah.
Like, it was like mouth open. Like, Laura was like worried about me.
It's nice.
But Cured, their CBD products are legit, man.
Right now, what's going on with my shoulder? I have I do 2 drops a night of the tincture.
Yeah, that's just like the dropper under your tongue, right?
I haven't taken one pain medication the entire time. So it's CBD and turmeric are like my 2 biggest things that keep swelling down.
Yeah.
Swelling was down like 3 days after surgery.
That's great.
So, I mean, if you want to credit something, CBD is no joke. That stuff is insane.
It's honestly like I've been sleeping like a madman lately, no problem.
It's nice.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
And it even just chills you out in your head. It's cured, man.
I bought a mask to cover my eyes.
Oh, like an eye mask?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're sleeping on the recliner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like lights on all the time.
Yeah,
People walking around.
Yeah.
I'm out. As soon as the thing goes on, I'm gone.
That's Laura, because like I use it on the plane, but like Laura uses them like if we sleep in hotels or something.
Yeah.
And she crashes right out.
I mean, I'm talking like I put it on and I don't remember the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the eye mask.
Yeah.
That's
I have no idea. And I would put earplugs in sometimes.
Yeah.
And I am just somewhere else.
If I would have had an eye mask and earplugs when we slept in the hotel room with Dick Justice, it would have been a different story. I tried.
We should have killed him. I should have Gomer piled his ass from Full Metal Jackson.
Like
Full Metal Jackson from Full Metal Jackson.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know that that all metal brother trying to clean up The Streets of Harlem in 1976.
I'm just trying to envision like Dick.
Full Metal Jackson. Fred Williamson as Full Metal Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
James Brown, straight off his hot streak as a Cleveland Brown, starring in a movie in 1976.
Damn it, not James Brown. You're talking about
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Yeah.
James Brown did the soundtrack for Full Metal Jackson.
I'm just trying to imagine Dick being like held down in the bed, us like beating him with like the soap. Yeah. I'm just like,
guys, this sucks. I know who it is. I know who you guys are. There's only 3 of you guys in here. Why are you doing this? But it's like the tiny little soap from like,
you have one of those shitty little ones from the hotel.
Yeah. Nothing is even happening. He's got a bunch of bruises.
He's like not even selling it.
Yeah. Guys, this isn't even funny. Like I'm awake, and this isn't even hurt.
Yeah, this is just annoying.
Come on, why are you holding me down?
On it, we should talk about On It.
Yeah, On It. They still haven't sent me stuff, but we have.
They're back.
Yeah, they're back in my wheelhouse. Yeah, Jesse and I have like doubles of everything. So like I made an order, and we have 2 weight jackets coming, like 2 weight vests coming. Some vitamin B complex that they do.
I think you said gut health too, didn't you?
Gut health is serious,
yeah,
dude.
it's like,
and then earth grown nutrients, which is
like all the greens.
Yeah,
that's
so
good shit.
It's gonna be sweet. I didn't want to like go too crazy, as I always say.
Yeah,
like with a sponsorship right away. Like a lot of dudes will be like, oh, and then there's like a $1,200 bill, and they're like,
let's do this every month, right?
Yeah, this is cool. So you keep it kind of modest, and then like I'd like to get like eventually get like a mace or something, like because they do a lot of like the workout stuff.
I just listened to Aubrey interviewing. He was a personal trainer, Gunner, and they were talking about the mace like a lot.
Oh yeah,
it's like
wait, Gunner's a personal trainer?
No, not the wrestler Gunner. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I was like,
no,
sick.
The guy's name was Gunner, but I don't know the rest. That was his first name. I don't know.
I wish it was Gunner. That dude's got some serious thighs.
Not good brother Gunner from Game Night.
Yeah. Star of Game Night.
Yeah. Gets sucked into the helicopter.
Yeah, that dude's got serious thighs.
Yeah,
you can see his thighs from behind him.
Yeah,
like his hamstrings are shadowed by his enormous quads.
He was. I remember like he started looking like Macho Man. Like after a while, he like grew his beard out. And I was like, oh, this is like Macho Man Savage.
Macho Man never had thighs like that.
No,
Jesus,
no, for sure. What was the shit? This is a total segue, but you saw it on Twitter yesterday. Drewski tweeted a YouTube link of Macho Man versus
Battle Cat.
Yeah,
Brady Boone.
Yeah, who have we talked about him before?
No, Brady Boone is sick.
No
as fuck,
idea
dude.
who Brady Boone is.
Yeah,
and him and the Gambler was like amazing,
dude. He was always an underneath dude, but he had this like gimmick called Battle Cat. And Battle Cat would come out and just tear it up. Was it like it was under a hood?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like Battle Cat was sick, but he died. He ended up dying like
he did
early on. He died like in the 90s. I do believe
he legit.
But like he died of like he got in like a car wreck or something like that. From what I gathered, but like Battle Cat was sick.
He did a 5-minute, I mean, quote unquote squash with Macho Man in the 80s.
Yeah,
he hit like you could tell like. Randy Savage just being complete good brother, like let him get stuff in.
Of course.
Like took a Hurricanrana.
Yeah.
Did a Hurricane and then like later went for another one and Macho Man powerbombed him in the 80s in a 5-minute match.
Dude,
it was awesome.
Battle Cat was no joke, man.
Yeah, he has some good ones on there.
Like I feel like that dude was like he was one of those dudes that like was 2 years from like really breaking out and then he ended up passing away.
Yeah.
Like he would have been like an Art Barr.
Yeah.
You know, like Eddie Guerrero used to tour with the Latin Lovers. Yep. With Art Barr, and if Art Barr had like lived, I mean that dude probably at some point in time, I'm sure Eddie would have helped him get places, and that dude would have been like probably in the Flock or something like that. Like at that time, and you know he was doing like the juicer gimmick where he would like cover himself in baby powder, and it was like basically like Beetlejuice. Right around the time
Art Barr did.
Yeah.
I heard, but everyone always said like he like did a really good job with.
He was amazing, dude.
Yeah, fucking.
He was like literally like PN. It was like right around the time like PN News was there, like that time that WCW NWA era, where like they started like getting more interested in like gimmicks, but not really gimmicks.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Because
everybody had to work in NWA. You couldn't be a slouch.
Yeah, just WCW. Like, hide you under a gimmick because you can't work, kind of thing. They but I mean, I don't because I look at wrestling in such a weird way. Like to see, is it Brady Boone?
Brady Boone, yeah.
To see, like to see, like, and then obviously, like guys liked him and knew he was talented.
Yeah.
Like I said, if Randy Savage didn't just eat him up in a 5-minute squash and was letting him do like kicks and hurricanranas and like I'm just like I try to imagine like Brady Boone explaining it to him like, hey, and I'll go for another one, and then you just like
Slam me on my neck.
power bomb me on my back.
Yeah,
in like 1985.
Dude, I watched the last episode we did was a Nitro one, and every time we do one of those Nitro ones, I just start get pumping them out.
Yeah.
And I started going to 98 because on the last podcast I talked about how I watched like the first match of 98. In the second match or second or third card of 98, like Nitro card, there's a match with Mortis and I think Booker T.
Oh, like a singles match?
Dude,
Oof.
Mortis goes for like a super hurricanrana, like up on the top rope, like Frankensteiner.
Yeah.
And fucking Booker T drops him just straight down onto his neck. Like
there's supposed to be
a power bomb spot
but
where he comes up, boom, and like
does Booker jump off
Booker
with him?
didn't start going until he was going down.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't start moving. Like you know how like normally you'd wait for the guy to be up and then you'd go out.
There was
and
like
then
a second delay there.
Dude, he waited for him to go down and he was going down and just dropped him dead on the back of his neck.
Oof.
And he did that like sell where like it wasn't a headstand. It was kind of like on the back of your shoulders.
Yeah, with your feet up in the air. I know what you're talking
and he
about.
rolled out of it and you could just tell like his
a little scary
neck was like not in good shape. After that, but. That match was fucking awesome. If you can find it, Booker T versus Mortis, like 98.
Is it Mortis or Wrath?
Mortis.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then Wrath comes in and fucking, like, Booker T wins.
Running? Yeah.
Because I think Booker T at the time had the U.S. title or something like that.
Okay.
Or the TV title. I think it was the U.S. title. And, like, he wins the match, gets up, and Wrath's just standing there and fucking just blasts him with that Uranagi.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sick. He's so cool.
Should we bring Puff in?
Oh, yeah, we got Puff here.
Puff is here.
I got worried. I kind of see like I could hear Puff start like breathing a little heavy, and like I saw his head. I was like his head moving around. I thought he was gonna like fall asleep. Yeah. And then he got on his phone. I was like, we better get him in here.
It doesn't matter. I was having fun listening.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him about your big rib you tried when you got here?
Baby Buddha.
Yeah. The what?
Baby Buddha. I had this gimmick that I was gonna do today where I was gonna go through all of Jesse's names, and then. Start making things up as I would go, like ramble, be like Pepper Parks, Braxton Sutter, like, and then just start making things up. And I had about 10 good ones. And I was going to do the same thing for Kevin, but now that you're here, now my mind is racing. But I'm not going to do it now. I say it would be really good. I think at one point in time I was going to call you Richard Steele, who was like a referee and like a boxing referee from the 90s. It was like a black guy, like a black boxing referee.
You should start going as Richard Steele.
Yeah, Richard Steele, Dick Steele.
Would you say you're going to change your shoot name too before we started?
Oh, I forgot already.
Oh shit! I was like,
Dixon shit.
Yeah.
First name Dixon, last name shit, but it's German.
Yeah.
SCHITT.
Yeah, like Shit's Creek.
Yeah, Dixon shit.
Puff, get your rib story in there real quick.
Yeah,
We're just trying to record something for a new thing that me and Daniel Garcia are doing called Just Ribbin. Pepper didn't know I was going to be here. I was hanging out with Kevin Bennett beforehand, and I heard Pepper walk in. So I was like, I'm going to go hide in the bathroom. This man's going to pee as soon as he walks in this door.
Yeah,
that was a really good idea.
And then I'm standing there for 20 minutes, and he's not coming. And I hear Andy walk in, and Andy blows me in.
Right away.
As soon as he walked in the door, even though I had texted him beforehand.
I didn't look at my phone until I sat down after going into like, why are Puff's shoes here?
He walks in the door.
Kevin, these are your shoes?
Kevin, are these your shoes?
You got the same shoes as Puff?
Well, like I said,
Puff was wearing those earlier.
It didn't help. As soon as I walked in the kitchen with Kevin, I was like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, is somebody else here? And he goes, oh, there was somebody here. I was like, oh. So I thought it was like a customer for like his mom's studio. And I was like, oh, whatever, that was weird. Like, as soon as I heard your shoes were there, I was like, oh, there's some kind of weird rib going on right now. It turned out to be just you sitting in the bathroom by yourself for 10 minutes.
Partially ribbing.
And there's like it got to a point where I was like, oh, I didn't think you were ribbing anymore. I was like, oh, he must be just in there like taking a shit.
That's when I came out when you're like, is Puff just in there taking a 14-minute shit? And I was like, fuck this.
Ribs destroyed.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty sweet if I would have walked in there and just if you were were you gonna hide in the shower or something?
I was just hiding right there. But I was thinking about getting in the shower. I didn't know if I'd make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I want to try and pull a wet girl thing.
Yeah, that's because I've there's been a couple of times after the podcast I've gone back there to pee in the pitch black, and I actually do check the shower.
Scared.
I check the shower curtain before
really?
I piss. Yeah, straight up.
Whenever I go to a bathroom with that kind of shower, I always check behind it because I'm always afraid someone's hiding there.
Really?
I was really glad you said that because these guys looked at me like I was out of my mind.
No.
Yeah, I never do that.
I do that in my own house, legit.
Really?
Yeah.
I've done it at your house too. I don't know why. I just think they're either a murderer or someone else hiding in there.
Puff are just scared of the paranormal. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever talked about the wet girl on here, did we?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Have we ever talked about the white girl?
Briefly on this.
Did we? Okay. Babe, we record in Kevin Bennett's studio, which is also his mom's salon, and it's haunted by the wet girl. Why do they call her the wet girl again?
My mom says that she looks drenched, she took a shower.
Like The Ring or something.
Yeah,
right?
like The Ring. That's what I think of when she brings it up.
That's what I think of.
Yeah,
And she thinks you're hot too, right?
that's what a couple other mediums said. I guess they told my mom that. They're like,
the wet girl's into you.
yeah, they it has a crush on your son or something. But I guess she gets pissed off. Anna was here. She was standing by the staircase over here, and she heard a girl talking in reverse or something.
Oh, yes.
And she doesn't bullshit about that. She's pretty straightforward, so I believe her.
Because you've talked about you've slept here a bunch of times, and you said you should fall asleep with your prick hanging out.
Yes.
I feel like something bad would happen if I were to do that.
See if the wet girl goes to town.
I'm in, dude. Maybe it's just called the wet girl for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to forget. I don't want to fucking ruin it. Remember you were talking about
Invention?
Yeah, talk about the invention while we're on the subject.
So the other day, I went and saw the band The 68, and Jesse's childhood friend Ryan Caprios, aka Koa, center of attention, was at the show, and I was telling him about how I had a bunch of fleshlights. I had 70 pounds of fleshlight sent to me, and he was like, "Whoa!" And then I talked about giving you one.
Yeah.
And then you were kind of scared of it the first 2 days.
Yeah, I was a little nervous,
a little intimidated. They make this thing for your dick. It's not going to hurt you.
I just thought there was all kinds of rules and instructions.
There's no rules to coming.
I know. I figure that
You just come. I mean, there's rules that will put you in jail that you should not do.
Yeah.
But there's no gate covering your pee hole.
It was literally just unscrew the cap and stick your dick in there. That's
Yes.
all. I just thought there was more to it.
Yeah, you got to put that lube in there, and then you're good.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and an idea came out of this called the prick bit.
Yeah, like Tugbata.
Yeah. So the prick bit would be like a Fitbit cock ring that would go around your shaft. And it would measure the amount of pumps,
Count your
or
pumps.
tugs
Yeah.
that you would
I
do.
never thought about it for tug time.
Yeah, so the prick bit counts how much work you're putting in on your tool.
Yeah.
On that way, and it's the secondary thing is it's a cock ring, so it keeps you chubbed up a little bit.
It keeps you rocking.
You probably
rolling.
get a couple extra, in there. Yeah, so prick bit.
The prick bit. Yeah.
Yeah, look out for it.
Right around the same time as Tugbata.
Yeah, Tugbata and prick bit, two things. Well, Tugbata comes with prick bit. It's a workout.
It's just a workout you use with the prick bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Toss it in there, and then you just go to town. You do circular motions into long strokes, into some short strokes, kind of by the tip, into short strokes down by the shaft. Yeah. Right where the root goes into the dirt. Yeah. So
That's money, man.
yeah, there it is, guys. You heard it here first.
Coming your way.
Yep. Just trying to fucking cover all my bases, man. Got to get that retirement money.
Yes, somehow.
Yep. It's gonna jump just on a river of cum is what I'm gonna. That's where I'm gonna make my fortune.
That's where I'm headed.
Yeah. Find me there, capping, stabbing, right on the fucking flowing fucking river of cum.
Here comes
Old Papa Chubby.
Here comes Andy on a cash flow.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
$100 bill rolled into a ship. Me in the middle. Captain Pump.
Captain Pump.
Big Willie. I'll go through all my names. That dude. Oh wait, I never call anyone out on this.
What?
I never do. I never call anyone out on it. I'm gonna call someone out right now.
On what?
Right now, I'm gonna call someone out. I'm gonna talk shit right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Casanova Valentine, wrestler, pro wrestler, Casanova Valentine, deathmatch guy. The other day, I said something about me being
Where's he from?
the white Kimbo. I think he's from New York.
Okay, I've heard you guys. Who was talking about him lately?
Dick was gonna have a match with him in Syracuse.
Oh,
One of those
okay.
like bar matches.
That's okay.
I don't know the guy at all. I'm not
Me
really
neither.
calling him out, but yeah, he said that he called himself the White Kimbo first, and I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah.
I used to call myself White Kimbo like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dude's younger than I am.
So you're saying you got ownership?
I got seniority.
Yeah, you got seniority. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, pull it. In wrestling, we call it a vet card. Pull your vet card out. And
I have a broken shoulder, but when I'm done with this broken shoulder,
I'll be the White Kimbo.
we'll fight for the name in a bar.
Yeah, death match.
Yeah.
In those bar gimmicks they do now with no ring.
I'm in. Mm-hmm. Me and Casanova Valentine. He's not gonna listen. There's never gonna listen to this.
I think out of all the ones we've talked about like that, if anybody was going to listen,
He would probably listen to it.
I think he might actually.
I don't know him. I think he's actually like a good dude, but I think I'm White Kimbo.
All the other ones we talked about were like WWE superstars, so we're like, I don't think they listen to this.
And then one of them did.
Yeah, exactly. So
Drew
maybe
McIntyre did listen.
It's a good point. So maybe,
Drew McIntyre stopped listening when I brought up prick bit. I was like, all right, I'm zoning out now. This is not where I wanted this to go.
You lost me in prick bit.
He just said he's swimming in cum.
He's got this,
I'm out.
He's like got this in the car with his wife. Like, okay, we'll turn this off.
Oh, right there. Janice, we're gonna roll the windows up and put on.
These guys were usually pretty funny.
I don't know if his wife's name is Janice, but I'm gonna go with that one. Is it nasty? I bought young Kevin Bennett a chocolate mint milk.
I'm good.
A mint chip milk, just because it's green milk.
It's kind of warm. I do like mint stuff.
And I bought it. I bought it for Kevin.
I'm also sipping on a Red Bull, so sipping on a Red Bull,
Sip on
and
both
switching
of
to
those.
milk is gonna be a
Nice.
weird combo.
Very nice.
Did I told Andy like we're like I thought we were like kind of close to like a Bang sponsorship. Dude went to how we got like the American Top Team stuff. The dude from ATT hit me up and he was like, "Hey, a Bang rep came into the gym today, so I like put him over. I put you guys over to him." He's like, hit him up. So like I was like, "Oh fuck, we got like an in with like an actual rep," and I fucking emailed brother and DM'd him on Instagram, and I've got nothing. Got a whole lot of nothing. I'm almost trying to think like they've ignored us like a lot.
I don't give a shit about them.
I'm trying to think like they might actually like just not think we're cool or something.
Or they just don't listen. They're just bigger. They're bigger than us.
That's what I was thinking, because I mean like a lot of people have like mentioned us on Twitter and stuff to them, and I was like, oh, they're just too big.
Maybe they just got a terrible social media guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like I hit them with all our numbers and stuff. Like we're pretty strong.
Yeah, I feel like we're strong.
I've got nothing.
Here's something too.
There was my downer story.
When was the last time we checked the email?
Oh, I was actually bringing it up today. I checked it the other day.
We got some stuff?
There were some good ones I was going to read. Yeah.
Okay, so that thing right there, and the thing I want to bring up, because I want to talk about Patreon.
Yeah.
Because Patreon's a thing that will basically will give us the freedom to do more.
Yeah.
It's like $5
if we
whatever like that. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, the thing I was wondering is like if we do, is it Patreon? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Patreon.
Do that would we not do like iTunes and stuff then anymore?
We do iTunes.
Okay.
Patreon's just like
yeah. Okay.
So
like Jimmy Havoc's girl does a bunch of stuff on there. Like a lot of people do.
Yeah. And I was just wondering if people would be bummed if we did that, because I think that sometimes you can definitely tell there's some podcasts what goes into our podcast is this: we have to take 3 hours out of our time basically, and then show up here. The worst part is and mind you, there's nothing bad about this at all. The worst part about it is when I leave for tour and we have to do 3 a week.
Yeah.
And then that way you're putting 9 hours in, which doesn't seem like a lot. We're sitting here just talking about dicks and
it's fun.
like cum and stuff. So whatever.
But it gets...
no one smiled at that.
Sorry, because there's like a serious. You're going out with like a serious subject.
Yeah.
Sorry to know some of that.
But yeah, and then like sometimes I feel like when dudes ask for money, it just seems really
shitty.
Like well, you need more money, like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, basically this is what it is. I was thinking doing Patreon just for the simple fact that like we need an interface that has more than 2 mics that we can go into. Like right now we have an interface that only has 2 mics. I'd like to get at least one more so we can have 4 mics.
Well, even like today we were talking about longer cords so we can get the fuck out of the sweatbox studio
and
and
go to
record
the
in the
table.
kitchen. Yeah, like there's tons of shit we
like,
could use.
Kevin Bennett's always next to us.
Yeah, sometimes. And like sometimes sleeping. Sometimes we do feel a little bad about all the studio space we take.
So we like have to hand him the microphone, and then one of us is off mic at that time. Like Puff is here, and there's 2 mics, so like you guys are both talking into one mic.
Yeah,
I'm talking to this one because I have a broken arm.
Yep.
Not a broken arm. I have a busted shoulder.
Yeah.
But like to get another interface, it's like it costs money for us to do that.
Yeah.
It already takes time out of our week, which we could probably make money at this point in time, whatever. You know what I mean? So it was just something like that. So if you're listening to this and you think that a Patreon thing would be something you guys would be interested in and helping us a little bit, that's fine.
Because
if
I know,
not,
like
we'll figure it out some other way.
Yeah, we know like that. I have heard like the way the gimmick works is like like there's like different tiers or like levels to it.
Yeah.
Like if you pay this much, you get the podcast. If you pay this much, you get the podcast. Plus, we'll send you T-shirts and merch. And then if you pay this, like we'll whatever like FaceTime with you. Like I don't know, just whatever. I'm just trying to think. But it's like you're saying, if what
I was gonna say, there's just like unlimited things you can do with stuff like that. Like,
you
have like levels where
there's
like,
definitely a lot of cool
pays,
shit we could do.
I've seen people have like $500 level ones, and they'll like hang out with them for a day or shit like that.
I'm gonna say this because I mean, being like a touring musician and touring with bands that we tour with, sometimes you'll see some of the worst fucking like. It'll be a $30 ticket to get in, but then you can pay $150, and then you meet the headliner, and like 2 dudes come in.
He comes in and fist bumps you and leaves.
Gets the fuck out.
Yeah.
So you pay $150. Like that literally is disgusting.
I couldn't do that. There's
it's
no
so
fucking way.
gross to me, dude.
Yeah.
And like even like Gene Simmons, dudes like that, like he talks about it sometimes. We're like, dude, there's times where he doesn't even show up to meet and greets.
Yeah.
And if you're part of like the Kiss Army, I feel like that's like
the biggest bummer.
That's one of the bigger dudes. Him and Paul Stanley are like the 2 dudes you want to meet.
Yeah.
One of them isn't there, and you pay like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, and they didn't show up.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I can't even think of it. So it's like you're saying, like I know what you're trying to say. Like we're not asking for this, like so we can start making. It's like just basically. If you guys would like to see us do something like that, because basically the quality of this would go up.
Yeah, that's
like 100.
exactly what I mean. Like getting like Kevin the proper equipment to like do this on a better level.
Yeah.
The travel rig is already paid for, like that type of thing. We haven't even fucked with the travel rig.
Yeah, there's definitely but there's always upgrades we can make.
Of course.
And then you know what I mean? And yeah, I think that would help us out a lot.
Yeah.
Since you brought that up the other day, it was like racking my brain like all day today.
Yeah. So like think about that. Like if regulars that listen to this regularly, if it's something you think you would be into, just write to us and be like, yeah, sure, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, so we can know if that would be a good idea or not.
Yeah.
For sure.
You guys come over and we'll all tug together. That $50 extra Patreon. Get in this room. It's a circle jerk. We play the wet cookie contest.
Oh God.
No? Okay. All right. We're out.
All right. Did you say where are we?
I'm about
guys.
I'm on pain meds.
Where are we, guys? Where are we? Where are we at?
Okay. All right. What's next? What do you got?
I was gonna say like we have seen a lot of movies lately, like all of us.
Oh, a ton of movies.
Yeah, like I feel like we could go off Infinity War for probably the rest of the episode.
It's been 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, we could definitely do some Infinity War spoilers.
I've seen it 3 times. Puff's seen it 4.
I'm twice. 4.
Yeah.
It's great.
I need to see it again.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it on here yet, but man, fucking Movie Pass dropping the bomb of you can only see one movie.
One time.
Yeah, one time.
You can see that movie. You can see Infinity War 1 time.
Yeah.
And then you're paying three other times.
Yeah. That's it's a hard hit, man.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a hard hit.
But the thing is, like, there's only 6-7 movies out at a time.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you could do that in a week if you have nothing to do or you have like shoulder surgery.
let's say you have shoulder surgery and you're in a sling.
And like the critic
and you're
is
home from tour.
The critic is like trying to get me to go see Tully, which is a movie I would like.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to go with a dude and be like, "Oh, I'm crying next to you now." This movie is really making me think about my mom. Yeah. I'm crying next to you, the critic.
Can't wait till we talk about this afterwards.
Yeah, and you're gonna give me these weird metaphors.
Yeah, have you called him the critic on here before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The critic.
That's all he's referred to.
And I usually give him
the critic.
at Evan X Duckett.
Yeah, then he throws on his Twitter
Twitter
handle, but he's the critic.
Yeah.
He's the critic.
It's a coming of age story of a young woman.
What's the one?
There was another one. I was trying to remember what it was.
I'm gonna say this.
Coming of age tale was like his catchphrase now.
Puff and I saw Bad Samaritan yesterday, and that movie is a fucking sleeper hit.
That's fucking.
Like,
It was awesome.
David Tennant, which is like one of the Doctor Who's, plays like a creepy ass psychopath. And then if you guys are familiar with the British show The Misfits, one of my all-time favorite shows.
It's amazing.
The main kid from like the first like 3 seasons is like in it, and the movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's just really fucking. It's all like British actors too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like David Tennant's British.
Who's Irish? Is that who you're talking about? The Irish?
Yeah,
kid?
the Irish kid. Yeah. But yeah, you want to go see like a creepy psycho.
You compared to like Silence of the Lambs, didn't you?
A little bit like the creepiness of it.
Yeah.
It's not as smart, like not as cerebral, but like that was so critic, like using the word cerebral. It's just I was like stressed out like 10 minutes in, like legit stressed out. I choked on my Bang. I brought Bang in, and I was drinking it. It went out my nose, and I was recovering. Me and Puff went for a little gorge walk this morning, and like I was like still recovering from it.
Bang in the nose.
Yeah.
Fuck. I hate when I forget about movies. What was the other? There was like a Western you guys saw with Christian Bale, and you said like the opening.
Oh, dude.
What was that called again?
Hostels.
Yeah, Hostels.
I just fuck it.
The opening.
I think it's at
I
Redbox.
just
I
saw
gotta
it
get
at
that.
Redbox.
The opening 10 minutes is
Oh, it's insane.
gnarly.
I might literally grab that on the way home.
You should. That
Yeah.
movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I might watch that on demand tonight.
I tried to watch fucking. This is gonna be. I'm a terrible person, and me and Laura had a jailbroken Fire Stick, and it took a shit. Okay. So we no longer can watch everything for free.
Yeah.
I tried watching Cobra Kai today.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to get. We got Netflix. We're gonna get Hulu some more shit.
Yeah.
But I want to watch Cobra Kai really bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
I heard it's awesome.
Did you watch like the first episode?
Wes,
Just Wes?
Yeah, Wes has been watching it.
Okay.
I mean, he's like almost done with it.
Dude,
John Kreese just showed up where he is, like episode 4.
Wait, is that to do with the curly hair?
Yeah.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, John Kreese.
Dude.
72 years old, looks great.
I hit
Marty
up-
Krove. The actor's name's Martin Cove. I follow him on Twitter.
I was real into him as a kid.
Yeah.
What was it? Spud or Drake Maverick posted about it today, and I hit him up, and he said, "Dude," he goes, "it's perfect." Like,
Yeah.
he's like, "It's perfect." He goes, "I watched all 10."
The whole story is
real quick.
like Ralph Macchio's like his story isn't even like the main focus. The main focus is Johnny.
Yeah.
And
But it's like kind of like satire too, though. Like,
Yeah.
it makes fun of itself. Like,
Yeah.
Zack Ryder said the same thing. He's like, dude, if you're a fan of Karate Kid, he's like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, it's perfectly written. It's fucking awesome.
I told Puff that like Wes sent me like a clip, and the clip is like Johnny like finally has like the students in there, and he like walks up to it and goes, "Hey, that's a great shirt," and the kid's like, "Oh, thanks." They're like, "No, it sucks." Like to the kid's face, like just totally shitting on a kid.
The other was when he was telling the dude about how you have to strike first.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't want to be a pussy, do you? Like, you
gotta have balls.
Yeah.
You gotta have balls. You don't have to be a pussy. Yeah.
He's like talking about like aggression.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta watch that so bad.
Yeah. It's gotta be good.
Like 4 people have said it's like phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the same thing they say that you can just tear through the 10 episodes like no problem.
Yeah. Back to Infinity Wars.
Yeah. Well, let's do that one last.
Okay.
But like, because we just saw
most talked about.
What was the Joaquin Phoenix movie you just saw?
Oh, dude. You Were Never Really Here.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I legit thought it was perfect. A perfect movie. Critic kind of put it down first, and then when I said I liked it, he said he liked it.
Oh, really? Oh, God, I hate that movie.
Yeah. So like, but I legit thought, and it was like that's a Jordan Buckley recommendation.
Oh, okay.
And usually, Jordan Buckley recommendations are like a little off,
really out there,
because he hated No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
When it first came out, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck you hate that movie.
I did it first too.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That movie was perfect.
I think it's just the ending is really.
There's no music. I think that's what it is.
That was. I mean, yeah. I like the no music the whole time.
I thought it was great.
It's just very different.
We should talk about Champa coming out to no music.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that. We'll talk about
It's
that in a
a tight
second. But yeah, there's no music in that movie. But
No
the
Country for
music
Old Men.
in You Were Never Really Here
Yeah.
is like awesome. And they like it almost like when the high tense moments are there.
Yeah.
The music is just like
Perfect.
not like like sometimes like like Triple X, like Hatebreed would be like
Yeah.
This was like weird electronic music
That's
that just
awesome.
like would almost kind of go like a heartbeat.
That's such a good tone.
Yeah. So like when the bards were like really anxious, like like it was like really quick.
Yeah.
And then when it was like chilled out,
Do you remember when you checked? Was it still up?
I didn't check. I
Okay.
didn't see it. I didn't get that far.
I can check it now.
Yeah. But that movie is fucking perfect. I will go see it again.
Yeah.
I'd see that movie 4 times.
I gotta check it out.
It's perfect.
We saw
But it's
Rampage.
we did see Rampage. Just like going back to the other one. Just imagine a movie. Like I kind of got the sense that it was going to be like The Professional from when you watch the preview.
Yeah.
It almost seems like it's The Professional
'Cause I did watch the
with
preview.
Gene Reno.
Yeah.
And where he has to like protect this like little girl and
What a movie.
basically teaches the little girl.
Professional.
It's not like that at all.
Professional is the perfect movie as well.
Oh, it's fucking awesome,
yeah.
man.
But it's not like that at all.
It didn't turn out like that at all. It's
Yeah.
it's dark as hell.
Fuck, I want to see that bad.
It's really good.
Rampage,
saw Rampage.
Rampage, on the other hand, it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it served
like,
the purpose.
Yeah, just I mean, if you go in to see it, just look to have fun.
You got to
Don't
remember
be looking
that
for realism and
it's a movie that's based on an 8-bit video game.
yeah, which I thought they did a pretty good job of like creating a story around like the monsters attacking a city.
Yeah.
Like,
My favorite part is when the like crocodile dude or the alligator dude would just go through a building.
Yeah, and come out the other side.
Yeah.
Like we
That didn't need spoiler alert. Sorry.
I feel like the perfect way to describe that movie, it's one of those action movies where like at the end like The Rock is walking and like the monsters are gone and the city's destroyed. His name's Davis, and the guy just goes, "Well, Davis, thanks for saving the world."
Yeah,
it's like dead serious. You know what I mean? Like, that's the verbiage. Like, it's like that kind of movie. But you getting hot under the collar from the brother doing the like Southern accent the whole time.
Oh my god, dude, it was killing me. Like Jeffrey Morgan,
Negan from Walking Dead, pretty much.
Yeah, Jeffrey Morgan. Dean Morgan. That's
He's usually great.
Yeah,
he was.
And this one, he was not feeling it at all.
I kind of liked it.
Everything was like
my grandpappy said.
My old Aunt Mammy said, and then he would say something just completely stupid.
Something stupid about being like a cowboy and like always ride alone.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was kind of into it.
Oh, I hated it so much.
Sweet.
I like the fact that they like teamed up though.
Yeah, you thought he was going to be the heel.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all these movies we're going to talk about, like, let's just put spoiler alert out there right now.
Yeah.
Because, just be aware.
Or just be like this. I mean, be a grown up and just spoilers shouldn't spoil your day.
Yeah.
You're going to go see a movie, it's going to be great anyways. You're not going to know when. We're not going like, well, at 11 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah.
The Rock, blows up a dog. There's no dogs getting blown up.
That doesn't happen. But it was a good, fun action movie.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, like you said, like when Alligator Dude was like going through buildings.
Just going through buildings was awesome.
Like the action parts were fucking pretty bonkers. I thought we saw something else besides Infinity Wars too. Or am I totally off here?
I go to movies all the time though.
Yeah. You guys.
I'm a damn wreck.
I guess we could just get to Infinity Wars. Like a lot of people said this, it might be the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't been to the theater to see a lot of movies twice. And like I knew because we went to go see it, and I knew I was going to go back to see it with Laura.
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, like the next day, I was like chomping at the bit to go see it again.
Yeah.
I was like super pumped. Like,
yeah, it is like, and it's funny too because like the second time you watch it, you see things you don't want to see. The first time I saw it with Puff you already saw it the night before.
The night it came out.
Yeah.
And we went the next day.
And I noticed like in the actual in the credits, I was like, Arrested Development. There was something about Arrested Development.
Yeah, you were
in
talking
there.
about this.
And then during the collector scene, like right away, you see,
Blue Man Group Tobias.
yeah, Blue Man Group Tobias is like in one of the pods.
Oh, really?
And he's like, yeah. Well, the two dudes who directed the movie they did Arrested Development.
Okay.
So yeah, like as like right when you see like Thanos and the collector talking,
Yeah, he's like holding him.
to the left. Yeah, Blue Man Group Tobias is like in the pod,
Oh, okay.
which is like awesome.
It's a great Easter egg. Yeah.
Yeah. I love, and I'll say this, like when I was a kid, like I hated Iron Man and I fucking hated Thor.
They make Iron
And-
Man so fucking cool.
Dude,
Like, I remember when I was a kid,
I'm
I thought-
talking about just Iron Man 1. I'm going back to like
movie?
the actual first movie. I was like, I fucking love Iron Man. Like
Yeah.
it made me like him.
When I was
Like,
a kid in the comics, I
seeing-
thought he was boring.
yeah, like super boring.
Yeah.
He didn't get boring until he was an alcoholic. Like he was an alcoholic, like late on. Like that's the thing
okay.
that they're kind of not bringing up. Like right around Secret Wars, or not Secret Wars, right around Civil War.
Yeah.
Like Tony Stark became like an alcoholic and shit.
It's a good angle.
Yeah, but they don't really get with that in the movies.
Yeah.
But like that, like these movies made me like
like the
love
main guy,
Iron Man.
yeah.
And made me love Thor. I hated Thor when I was a kid. I just couldn't read the shit.
See, I liked Thor, but when I was a kid, but I like it's super smart what they're doing. Like, you know, people shit all over Thor.
Yeah.
With the one with the Hulk because like they made him like a surfer dude and a comedy guy. I like how they do the whole angle of like how he goes off and spiels like, oh, you know, well then my father turned and I lost my eye and had to kill my sister. Like they make it a joke. If
Yeah.
they made like a serious Thor movie, it would suck. Like it's
Yeah.
just honest. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's what
it's really smart what they're doing.
I legit thought that's what they were going to do with the last one. When I read, like, I remember when I read the first synopsis of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be it. This is where they're going to lose me.
Yeah.
Because
it's
like
real spacey and
when I actually we used to read Thor comics when I was a kid.
yeah.
I hated the fact that they would like speak in like old
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
You know, ye and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it just lost me. And they always did everything in like old English and like Lady Sif, like her bubble would be like pink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like, you know, Thor's would be blue and like Odin's would be green and
Yeah.
like all that stuff. And when you read it, sometimes like the blue would like get in mashed with the blue and you
Oh,
really
yeah.
couldn't read it. It's like, what am I reading? Thy and ye. I'm out. You
Yeah.
lost me with that shit.
But you said they make him like incredibly entertaining.
Oh yeah, dude. Ragnarok was my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that movie was more entertaining than Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and those movies are perfect.
That says a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I really liked Ragnarok.
Yeah. And I know they like, I remember this from a kid, like that whole thing happened where like Thor lost his eye and he had a patch and then he had short hair and he grew like a
Yeah.
badass beard.
And he turned into a woman.
What?
Yeah, there was a woman. He straight turned into a woman.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a woman Thor.
But he did. Then his hammer went and turned into an axe.
Yeah,
But
I wish they would have went into the Beta Ray Bill story because the Beta Ray Bill story is awesome. Like Majorn, I think I said that right. I don't know if his hammer.
okay.
Majorn.
On Parks and Rec, she pronounced it correctly.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Mjolnir or something like that.
Mjolnir. That's something like that. Sure, we'll go with Puffs.
Yeah.
Mjolnir. Yeah.
Retta to Retta from Parks and Rec.
Yeah. So, like his like hammer breaks, and he loses his hammer, and then like Beta Ray Bill like picks up the hammer, and he's like using the hammer, and then Odin's just like, well, if you want the hammer back, you got to fight him.
Oh.
Because like he's like now Beta Ray Bill is like the sole Mjolnir
Okay. Like
holder.
Yeah.
And like he was like, well, if you want it back, you got to fight him. And then like Thor and him fight. And I was like, I'm waiting for it, like waiting for Beta Ray Bill to show up.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was going to be in Ragnarok because he had like Beta Ray Bill kind of comes in around that planet Hulk. They call
Okay.
it, where like Hulk is like the
guy. Yeah.
No Beta Ray Bill. Listen
Yeah.
to me, hey Marvel Studios. I know you're probably not listening to this.
Probably
but
got a
if
lot
you
going
are,
on. Yeah.
Get Beta Ray Bill in a story, please.
We talked about this too, though. It's like I mean, just like you're saying, like what they did with Thor and Iron Man, like what they did with, I think we talked about this last time actually, but what they're doing with Hulk is like,
unreal.
Like how he's like,
They're not giving him a movie. They're letting them they're letting it settle. Because
you got
Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk.
Yes.
He's going to show up in a few movies, and then we're going to get a Hulk movie in the next couple years.
Awesome.
Like Wes hates the fact that they just keep doing remakes of like Spider-Man and Hulk, and like
they have to do a Hulk one though.
Yeah. So now I think they're doing it right. But they're just like they're just prepping us ready. Like you now have to accept the fact that Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk. You can't complain, and it's going to be fucking awesome when they do it.
Yeah, because you got so much of them in Thor Ragnarok, and then they really cut down on them in Infinity Wars.
They might not even do an origin story. We've seen the origin story.
Yeah, you don't really need it.
They might do Planet Hulk. If they do Planet Hulk, that's the best fucking Hulk story. Or if they do like Red Hulk. Like where Hulk, there's Hulk, and then there's a Red Hulk, and they're basically like who's doing it? Like Doc Samson's in it, like all these like savages, are in it.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
but Infinity, like I liked a lot of people said like Infinity Wars, like it. A lot of people say like this is what it must have felt like to go see Empire Strikes Back in the theater, like back in the day. Because it has kind of like a negative ending and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking cool. Oh, that just because you brought that up the other day, and then Laura brought it up today too. When spoiler alert, when Baby Groot like goes away at the end, he says "Dad" to. I didn't like
the Rocket.
Yeah, is that he just straight up says "Dad"?
It's like Groot. Spoiler alert again. Groot is fading away at the end of the movie, and like Rocket's like looking at him. He's like, "No, Groot, no."
Yeah.
And then, like Groot just says something because it didn't sound like this is.
I
Groot.
didn't pick up on it at all.
And it was just the first thing trending on Twitter yesterday that someone fucking tweeted whatever the dude's name is, who's like the direct James Gunn.
James Gunn, yeah.
And he's like, someone asked him what did Groot say, and then he tweeted out spoiler alert ... all the way down, Dad.
That's pretty cool.
And then he was saying that to Rocket.
He's probably lying. It's probably Danny Doring. That's probably what he was saying.
Sugar mask.
Yeah. Danny Doring.
But it was only the beginning of it.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to say.
Trying to call out Danny Doring.
Thanos was like just fucking perfect, man.
The thing I was like thinking the whole time that movie's going on, it's just James Brolin's voice.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna? Josh Brolin, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So what are they gonna do with now that Cable's in there?
I know.
Just Cable. They both have the same voice.
I was wondering, like, it's crazy that he like landed both roles. Like,
I mean, because it's not like you can hear it. They don't pitch shift his voice at all. It's just Josh Brolin's voice.
Exactly. Like
I think it's his face too.
No, it is his face. 100%.
Yeah, but it's like whatever.
I want to see a Cable versus Thanos thing. That'd
be sweet.
Put that together in something.
When is Deadpool? Is that this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, March.
Fuck, man.
Is it May 19th? Yeah.
Like I was like, fuck, like Dead. So
it's
like,
gotta be 18.
so like
I think it's
Deadpool
19.
and the fucking Han Solo movie come out this month.
Yeah.
And then what the
apart.
fuck comes out? I think Jurassic Park is in June. It's like,
wow,
it's insane, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of stuff
And there's
coming out.
more is gonna pop up. Like
God.
there's so much more that's coming out too.
I think there's another Marvel movie this year.
Well, there's Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, Ant-Man and Wasp.
That's coming out.
That's
soon,
gonna be
too.
awesome too.
It's in June.
Yeah. That gets me. I get so chubbed, man. Yeah, like I think that like once every like 3 weeks, I like check IMDb for Marvel Studios to see what the hell they have like in production and shit.
Yeah.
And like I said this the other day, like I want Sentry to be a part of this because Sentry was.
That's like your favorite.
He's like, well, he's not my favorite, but it's a great story. Like Sentry's a great story. Scarlet Witch is a great story.
Yeah.
And that was like my only complaint out of all of Infinity Wars is that like Scarlet Witch is like. She's supposed to be like pound for pound the gnarliest mutant.
Yeah.
And like
she could destroy Infinity Stones.
Yeah, she can do that, and she can also like alter like reality.
Oh, okay.
Like just on her own.
Yeah.
So like why when he like there should have been like a total like
I was saying because like I mean with Thanos being able to do that too. Like maybe it just got too confusing or something. They thought.
Yeah, like Thanos goes back and then she's like no, and then she goes back in time, and then Thanos like no, I'll do it, and then they just keep fighting back and forth, like keep going back and back and back.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
a great quote from you was, I think it was when we saw Infinity Wars, and there was that sweet trailer for the Meg, the big shark movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And you, what's his name? Jason Statham.
Oh,
Jason
Statham. Yeah.
You were like, oh, Jason Statham and a giant shark is my two favorite actors.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Which is kind of bit from an old Jordan Buckley thing. Remember,
really?
Remember that movie, Rain of Fire?
Yeah.
So Rain of Fire comes out, and he goes, "Oh my God, my favorite actor." I was like, Matthew McConaughey? He goes, "No, dragons." So it's just a play on an old Jordan Buckley joke.
They're both pretty good. Rain of Fire was kind of a disappointment. Like, it was
I
cool.
liked it.
I liked it too, but like I thought it was going to be way more badass. Matthew McConaughey was fucking awesome.
I don't think I ever saw it, but I love Matthew McConaughey.
It's Matthew McConaughey versus giant dragons.
That's it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like it's kind of like the first.
It's like a
What's that? The
post-apocalyptic.
our boy Frank Grillo. The first of.
Which, by the way, he put up an Instagram pic today, and no homo, like that's pretty much exactly what I would. He's just zipped,
Shredded.
Like, looks awesome.
He's like 50 too.
Exactly. He put up like an inspirational quote about.
What's
like,
the fucking movie? He's in the
Purge?
The Purge.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the first Purge movie.
Yeah.
Like on paper is like the sickest movie ever.
And it wasn't.
And then execution was just like, it was boring.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the follow-up ones?
Oh
though?
yeah,
they're great.
They're great.
They
They like
great.
made up.
They
Yeah,
got-
because Frank
they got
Grillo's
better
in
and
them.
There's another Purge movie coming out soon
Yes,
too.
I know. Yeah,
Can't wait for
Oh
it.
yeah.
because
They
election
literally kept getting better and better.
election
Yeah.
day was the last one, and then this new one is supposed to be like the
It's
prequel.
like
Yeah,
the first Purge.
Oh, like how it
people-
it's
comes
supposed to
around and
just
stuff.
shit
It's
on
pretty-
Trump the whole time. It's supposed to
Good.
be like a Trump shit. Like,
Oh, okay.
You know, basically claiming that this president is basically the same thing.
That's why
Yeah.
it happened and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty clever.
Yeah,
Well, that's how what they kind of got to in election year.
yeah.
That they're trying to get rid of like poor like minorities.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
the Purge.
I forgot about that. Yeah, those literally got
Hey,
better and better as they came along.
Can we just talk about a very slippery slope out of a Bubba Gump dude? Like, remember Bubba Gump from Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Bubba,
Yes.
Bubba.
Yeah.
McKilty Phillips, I think his name is McKilty.
Was that the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that dude goes from like almost winning an Academy Award, and then you just never hear from him again, and then he's just the store owner in the last Purge movie.
Oh, really?
That's who he is. Like, he's like the guy who owns the store, and he's like, I'm guarding my store.
Yeah, I forgot.
He just
You're
goes
right.
upstairs and
Yeah,
like guards
he's
the
got a
store.
gun.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
how did that guy's
Hey,
career
man,
not
it's
just
just-
take off? Because I remember he did a few movies like after that, and then just disappeared.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him, like, it's weird seeing him, like, not as
Dude,
Bubba
it's
Gump.
no one's as bad as Cuba Gooding Jr. Like Cuba
Yeah.
Gooding Jr. is like
Lou Diamond Phillips took a pretty hard fall, too.
yeah. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. was like up for an Academy Award.
no, yeah, he
with
was-
Show Me the Money.
Yeah,
Whatever that movie
Jerry
was.
Maguire.
Yeah.
He was, phenomenal. Jerry
Yeah,
Maguire. It's like one of the
but he's
best
phenomenal in everything.
Yeah.
He just now is in it's like
He did like a shark movie or something, didn't he? He did some bad ones.
you watch some dog shit, but he's still great in it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
He knows
like,
what he's doing.
He was
on he was on like the last season of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, what? Like, he had to have, like, fuck someone's wife
Yeah, pissed somebody off
or something, man. Like,
Gone-
just completely blackballed.
Gone
Like,
wrong somewhere.
it's wild.
I actually saw
Like a Nickelodeon movie, too.
Yeah.
The Snow Dogs or something.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Snow Dogs.
I think you're onto something. Jamie Foxx has like, he's just doing like a YouTube, like he's just interviewing people. And it's like sponsored by Grey Goose, but the first person he did was the dude who plays Black Panther. But it's like it's
Oh, that's
weird.
cool.
It's weird to see that dude like not talk like that.
Yeah.
And he actually does a skit where Jamie Foxx is like, "Yo, teach me how to like talk Wakandan," and like they do it like back and forth. And, like
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is incredibly talented and just picks up on it right away, and
course.
it's super good.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Jimmy Fox is great.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Where's Jamie Foxx been? I was going to say, when you brought up Jamie Foxx.
I thought he had a Tyson movie coming out. And I even-
The thing is, Jamie Foxx, like,
And I
he
even-
only does good movies.
Yeah. But he's like, what podcast did I listen to? I remember I listened to him on Tim Ferriss, and I listened to him on Rogan. Rogan was really short though; it was only like a half an hour. But he says something about that. But then he laughs at like his bad movies too.
I think.
But like,
I mean, you think about that.
But someone was saying like, I mean, think about like the roles he's played. Like Ray Charles was his first
Yeah.
one, right? And
I mean, a ton. He's done a ton of movies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
he
that,
was like, it was
you
such
gotta
a
think
small.
that he was grinding from like the moment he was 23 years old. That dude
Yeah.
had probably been grinding till he was like 45.
Yeah.
Because he was doing it in Living Color. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
So like, and that dude worked his ass off.
It was,
so, and like to get a body, like he used to be just like a soft little bitch.
Yeah.
Early on, and then he got his body like in shape. By the time you're 45 and you're fucking grinding for that long,
Yep.
You're taking movies every once in a while, He
like just good shit.
Yeah, and you're probably just doing passion projects.
He took he played that small role in Ali, where he was like but then
Trainer, he was fucking awesome.
But I remember like I didn't. When I saw Ali, I didn't know anything about it, and then like seeing like old clips, I was like, "Oh my god, that's that guy Jamie Foxx played." And I was like, "He looks exactly like him." And he's like crying, just like it was like, "Holy fuck, you like nailed that perfectly!"
Yeah.
It's like incredible.
Jamie Foxx, man,
it's dude.
Loves fat girls. I love him for that. He's like he like goes for like big chicks. It's awesome.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Does he like openly talk about it or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that. Let me.
Oh fuck! I just got a sweet text message. I hooked Matt Vincent up for the Stone Cold podcast, and I just producer Sean Merrick just texted me and was like, "Hey, thanks for having Matt or giving me Matt because he was awesome on the show."
That's sweet.
Steve was really stoked.
That's
so
great.
tomorrow, as in we film this or we record this on Monday.
So Tuesday.
On Tuesday, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go to Stone Cold's podcast. Listen to Matt Vincent.
It's coming out.
It's
going
to be a 2-week. It'll probably be a 2-parter because I
Yeah.
think they did 2 hours.
So it might be Tuesday and Thursday, like ours was.
So like, if you're listening to this now, listen to Brother Matt on
Just check out
on Stone Cold's podcast.
Check out the Stone Cold podcast. Matt Vincent, probably 2-parter. Then because Matt, didn't you say Matt did something for his YouTube channel too?
And then Matt did like Matt had like a walkthrough of like Stone Cold's gym, and they like talked about workouts, and
Which
shit
he actually like said to. Do you remember he said to
Yeah,
us?
he
Like,
wanna
I'll
come
show you.
over.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck, I actually wish we would have checked that
Yeah,
out."
would've
It's
been
like it's like home gym.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just bringing up the emails.
I was really pumped about that, man. Like I was really pumped that like Matt called
Well, it's
me
cool
like,
that you set it up and it went
right
so
after,
well.
and he was like, "Dude, we hung out for like 4.5 hours."
It's amazing.
It's like awesome.
Yeah,
It's just like it's kind of weird, man. Like I said to Matt, I was like, think about how weird life is where like we have Stone Cold Steve Austin's like number.
yeah,
You can text Stone Cold right now and be like, "Hey bud, how are you?"
yeah. Like I can remember like 10 years ago, like Cabana goofing around that he had like Xbox number in his phone, and I was like, "Whoa, man, that's fucking cool." And it's like, yeah, it's in my phone as Stone Cold.
Yeah, just not the movie Stone Cold featuring Brian Bosworth,
but
and Lance Henriksen is a villain named Chains. I would love to review that movie.
fuck, maybe we should do that instead of Last
I would
Boy
love to do
Scout.
Stone Cold. In honor of Stone Cold, we do the movie
We
Stone
should probably
Cold.
do the movie Stone Cold.
Yeah. Chains. Lance Henriksen, like looking like a business dude.
I know, like not
in
like
a leather jacket.
like a balding skullet. Like
Yeah. Like that, you go into a bank and like the banker like sees you wearing a Metallica shirt and he's like, "Oh, I like Metallica." And then on the weekends, he just like is wild. He wears a leather jacket.
pulls that up.
Yeah. Has a nuclear assault shirt that he pulled out. Saw him in '87. Talks about his like band when he was a kid called Extreme Aggression. Yeah, just play a pink ESP and Extreme Aggression.
I liked when we went to go see Twitching Tongues,
Yeah.
and Colin was talking about that story how they recently ran into like that guy where like
Yeah.
he was just like they were in the van like coming out or
Oh, y'all in a band guy.
Yeah, he's like, "Y'all in a band?"
Yeah.
Which then he had like the guy's like stance and everything. Like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what do you play?" Like,
Yeah.
it's all the same questions
And
that you just know are coming.
People never get it right.
Like,
They like
y'all-
look at it
y'all in
like,
a- y'all
"You're
in
the
a band."
drummer."
Yeah,
No, I play guitar.
Y'all in a band guy. That's the
Yeah,
best.
y'all in a band guy. It happens every day. Every day at tour, it's just like, and you can see them coming. It's like, oh, here we go. And then you like, someone will call like, "Y'all in a band?" And then 2 seconds later, the guy's like, "Hey, y'all in a band?" Yeah. It always is y'all in a band. No matter where you are in America or Canada,
Yeah.
it's always y'all in a band. Y'all. Like they haven't used y'all ever, but for some reason at that time, it's just the most appropriate.
You know, it's so fucking. I'm trying to think of like a wrestling one, but like I think like
I
we've gotten
bet
it
you
before.
it's always like, you guys are wrestlers?
Yeah, but like even
like a little like laugh after.
I remember me and Jimmy Havoc got it before together, and then like I think we've got it before together too. Where like they always go like y'all in a band or something. Like they said that to, Starbucks said that to me and Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah.
Like y'all in a band or something. Yeah, it's like
it always
oh
starts with
no,
y'all.
we're wrestlers. Yeah,
No matter where.
that's a good point.
They could be in Boston. Y'all in a band? Y'all in a band? Be in Texas. Y'all in a band?
Yeah.
Just doesn't matter.
California.
Y'all in a band?
All right, let me dig up. There was two emails.
That's
I
it.
thought were interesting. No,
We have not checked the emails.
There's more, but there's like two I thought would
Two
be
real
good
good
to
ones?
read. Yeah.
All right.
There's this one's a little long, but
Who cares?
Terrell McLendon says, "Brothers." It's subtitled "Thank you."
McClendon.
McLendon.
Yeah, McClendon.
Brothers, I wanted to take a sec to thank you for all the great content. I seriously feel like I'm hanging with a couple of buds when I listen to y'all.
You are.
I'm from Florida, and I got into E-Tid when I was 15. Been to at least 10 shows. Have a huge E-Tid piece tattooed on my arm. Now I'm 30, and because of being a fan of Andy, I got onto the podcast, and now I'm a big fan of Jesse too. You're such a positive guy, and everyone can use more of that. Dudes, you guys are seriously the best. I'm into the same shit as you guys, and you get so many good laughs and recommendations on movies, music, and life in general. Both of you guys are super inspiring to me and really pick me up when I'm feeling down. From the bottom of my heart, thanks so much for doing what y'all do. You guys have also got me back into wrestling. The love you guys have for the sport reminded me of the love I had for it in the 90s, and I had no idea what a scene there is. I'm going to do my fucking best to make it to Buffalo and see you guys when I can. Thanks again. Keep it up. Peace in the ring.
Hey, come to the Christmas show. The only things that are booked, Every Time I Die, and Jimmy Havoc. That's it. I told Jimmy the other day, he's like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, you're booked. And he was like, were you going to tell me that? And I was like, I'm telling you now. You're the only thing that's ever been talked about other than the band playing.
If we can announce anything.
Yeah, there's 3,000 tickets sold for Every Time I Die and Jimmy Havoc.
You're a big draw, man. You're really
huge draw, Jimmy.
You got to sold out in 48 hours.
Come to the Christmas show and check it out. Like I feel like you're gonna get a little bit of everything because one, like talking about the Christmas show to people, like you don't realize that we're the ones doing the show. So like we're there running around like crazy.
Oh yeah,
and like we're in the crowd and like working nonstop. Like, you know, whether it's Jesse,
it's a lot of
me, the band, we're all in charge of something. So like we're running around like crazy. But yeah, you should come to the Christmas show this year and have fun. It's going to be 2 days.
It's the best day ever.
I'm not supposed to announce that, but it's going to be 2 days. I'm a fucking rebel.
a flight from Florida ain't going to be expensive, especially if you book it in advance.
14th and 15th.
Fuck yeah.
So, of December, sorry.
Okay. So the second email I wanted to read was, it's from Primal Fast. I don't know. But the name at the end says...
That was my band in the 90s, dude. I'm a banker now.
Oh.
Me. You guys got to check it out, man. Had a demo. Primal Fast.
Me and my buds. It's titled Fucked Up Food Sounds, and it's Yo Williams. Stop eating and drinking shit during the podcast.
Fuck no, dude.
My lord, son. Those mush sounds are fucking killing me over here.
Yes. We talk about it all the time.
I wanted to read that because I figured you were going to get real hot about it.
Oh, I'm not hot at all. It's just going to make me do it more.
That's what I figured. Exactly.
I'm eating Pop Rocks next week.
The one episode you were eating malted milk balls or something?
Oh, I don't know. Was that really?
It might have been a while ago.
That's good.
These malted milk balls. And all you can hear was you chopping them down.
Perfect.
I love your idea of Pop Rocks.
I almost brought
the loudest food you can think of.
I have like these multiple month obsessions with certain like snacks. And the one that everyone always remembers is the Skittles, because in one of our documentaries, one of the many documentaries that Every Time I've done, one of the DVDs, like Oliver Peck found out about my Skittle obsession, and I hadn't eaten Skittles in about 6 months, and he just brought 2 2-pound bags of Skittles and threw them at me before we went into Canada, and he's not allowed in Canada because of like a prior felony or some shit like that. So we go into Canada, and I'm just freaking out. It's like 3 a.m. I wake up, I find one of them, and I eat an entire bag of Skittles, like a 2-pound bag of Skittles, at like 3, 4 in the morning. While that happens, a cap falls out of one of my teeth. It gets infected. I'm in Canada. I go to a place. The guy barely knows English, and all he keeps saying to me is root canal or pull. So the band is about to play. We have to go on at 3. I'm sitting in the dentist chair at 1:30. I can't open my jaw. My jaw just will not open. And I'm drinking protein shakes. And I drank protein shakes for about 4.5 days. Got 0 sleep because I had a fever in my face. So my whole head was just hot. And then I go...
A bad tooth will literally fuck your entire world up. It's unbelievable.
So I go to the thing, and I'm just like, I go, dude, I got to play in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yank it, then. Fuck it.
Yeah, just
pull the fucker. So I get this thing pulled. I take a picture of it, send it to Oliver, and Oliver writes back, ha, 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 ha. I'll play you in cornhole for it. So then I have to ask this dude.
That's a great rebuttal.
Yeah. So then I ask the dude if I can keep the tooth. He looks at me like I'm fucking from space, and then puts it in this shitty bag, and then I take it with me. Have no idea because my face is just numbed to shit.
Yeah.
Blood is just squirting out of my mouth into that big beard when I had that big beard.
Oh, so just fucking.
And we're playing a show. And it looks like Guar is playing. Like, there's just blood everywhere. So, yeah, there was that Skittle thing.
Root canal or pull.
Root canal or pull.
What a great fucking list.
So, then I get back to the States. I'm sitting in catering, and I hear people yelling. And it's Oliver, Keith, the dudes from the Bronx. And they're carrying a 5-gallon bucket filled with Skittles. Yeah. And I had like a full plate of food. And they just grab a full handful and put it on my food of Skittles. So
would you just fucked your face up?
I'm just gonna tell this whole story because this story is great.
It's amazing.
So then, I'm pissed, but it's really fucking funny. We have a 5-gallon bucket of Skittles on like the as soon as you open the bus door, there's always like a passenger seat right there. And it would just sit in that passenger seat. And every time someone would come on our bus, be like, you can't leave without taking a handful.
Yeah.
So, like, dudes would take handfuls of Skittles. Or they'd just come on and be like, hey, can I get some Skittles? Yeah, sure. Like, but I'd always be, like, right there. So, one of the pastimes on Warped Tour is playing cornhole. If you don't know what cornhole is, it's the game you play with beanbags. Some people don't understand.
That's a cover. I hate every kind of like backyard game imaginable.
Yeah,
but I actually like playing cornhole.
That is insane.
That's the only one I like playing.
Really?
I like
backyard games are like
Can Jam.
I hate Can Jam.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I hate Can Jam. I hate all that shit. I can't stand it.
Can Jam was invented by my science teacher, Mr. Swisher.
Yeah, my dad knows him. Like, worked with him.
Yeah.
Did he like? Did he do?
Mr. Swisher.
Did he like do good from that? Like,
yeah, he's not a teacher anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
He had a mullet. He was sick.
That's pretty sweet.
I was in this like arty like there was this kid that I went to school with.
I heard some shitty story. Can Jam was invented in jail.
Don't fuck it. Whoever told you that's an idiot.
Yeah, never mind.
There was no jail.
People like started playing something similar with like garbage cans and like that's
Yeah.
where the guy
That's
got
what
the
I
idea.
thought. Okay.
Yeah,
But I don't think it was jail.
there's no jail. Mr. Swisher didn't know about jail. My sister had like a huge crush on him.
Because he had a mullet.
Yeah, he had a mullet
Great.
in the 80s. It rocks.
Sorry, I fucked up your story.
Yeah. Man doesn't like fucking good games. So
I like Can Jam.
we
I
end
like
up
cornhole.
we want to have a cornhole tournament, that year because cornhole's like played all year, and you try to do like a cornhole tournament every year, but sometimes greed gets in the way and people can't play without having like a shit ton of money on the line, and like no one wants to do a $100 game in cornhole except for me and Tom Williams from Straight from the Path.
Gotcha.
So that year we had a huge one. Like I think there was something like 20 teams. Everybody threw $20 in. So like it was 40 a team. I think like the end amount was like $1,200 or something like that. So like the winning team gets $1,200.
Yeah.
And me and Oliver were a team. Before Ryan Dunn passed away, like Ryan Dunn and someone was a team. Zach Cannon, our old sound guy, and Matt from the Bronx. They were a team, and they made their own bags that were white, and they kept calling them like cocaine because like dust would come out of them and stuff like that. I'm sure there was some other stuff involved.
Made their own bags.
Yeah. So whatever. Me and Oliver were out like the first round, and we were like two of like the hot dudes.
Yeah.
Like we were like I'm really good at cornhole.
Big surprise.
And Oliver's really good at cornhole, like extremely good at cornhole. But we were out, so the whole time Oliver's just on the mic, and he's like kind of like calling things, like he sees things, like, oh, we got a cornhole, like blah, blah, on table thing, and he's just like on the mic. We had a PA with like music and stuff like that. So in the middle of it, Gabe from Cobra Starship, he walks in the middle and he starts doing this like really whack, like Michael Jackson dance. And Oliver just gets on the mic and goes, please leave. Nobody thinks you're funny. Please get out of here. Please walk away. Please walk away. No one thinks you're funny. You're ruining this game. Please go away. You're an idiot. Please leave. Please walk away. Like, and this dude is just totally like no selling it and then like leaves. And I knew at the time Cobra Starship was kind of a big thing, and I knew his bodyguard's name was Matt Bro, and I knew Matt Bro pretty well. He's gonna come back into play later.
Gotcha.
So the games keep going on, and then Zach and Matt end up winning this game, and Zach, is like they're freaking out, right? So they both won $1,200. Zach thinks it's a good idea to go grab the 5-gallon bucket of Skittles and dump them over Matt's head.
Ooh.
Oliver freaks the fuck out. He's like, I spent $92 on that. You owe me $92. I'm taking $92 out of this. I'm taking $92 out of your money. And he's taking $92 out. And Zach's like, you can't take my money. You can't take my money. Pulls his dick out and pisses all over the Skittles that are on the ground. Like a pile of Skittles, like on the ground. Like 5 gallons worth of Skittles. And he just, like a monkey, pulls his dick out and just pisses on command on the Skittles. And then in my head, they leave. Everybody leaves. Like there's like 100 some people there. They're gone in 30 seconds. He pulls his dick out, pisses.
Yeah, everyone.
And then everybody just dissipates. And me and Oliver are just sitting there to clean up the mess. So like, we're picking up like cans and stuff like that. Like you don't want to be like disrespectful, So like we're picking up cans. The piss Skittles are just there, just sitting in this pile. No one's touching them. Whatever. We have to pick up all the tables. I think we had like 8 decks. You know what I mean? There, or 8 pairs of decks. You know what I mean? So 16 boards overall, and we're like packing them up. We're packing all the bean bags up. We're doing this thing, and just out of the darkness comes Jesse, the keyboard player of Motion City Soundtrack. And he's fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And he rolls up and he's stumbling. He goes, hey, guys, look at all these Skittles. And he reaches down and he pulls the Skittles and puts them in his mouth. And you can see piss dripping from his hand. And he's just shoving piss Skittles into his mouth. And you see like the like rainbow colored like juice like dripping from his mouth.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, there's so much Skittles. And as he's like reaching down, me and Oliver are sitting there like it was like slow motion. And we're just like, we're basically pulling like a Willy Wonka. So we're both like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't know what you're getting into.
No, don't do it. And he's just eating piss Skittles.
Dude.
And so piss Skittles are just getting thrown down.
That's unbelievable. I really didn't think for 2 seconds that's where that story was going.
So I remember like that gets packed up. Oh, Tyler Body.
Tyler Body.
Body is here. He's in the house. Yeah. So I walk away and I see Matt Bro.
The Sweatbox Studio. It's hot in here.
I see Matt Bro, and he comes up and he goes, dude.
Yeah, I was saying, I thought that he was coming back.
And he goes, hey, what was up with Oliver there, man? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, Gabe went out there and started like dancing and stuff like that. Like, does he? Am I mad? And then Gabe comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, dude, that wasn't cool, man. Why was he like being a dickhead to me? Blah, blah. And I go, Matt, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be mean to your guy real quick. I was like, there's a fucking game going on for $1,200 fucking dollars, and your idiot ass goes in there and starts fucking dancing in the middle of it.
Yeah,
like,
just like
fuck you,
all
man.
the attention's on me now.
And I looked at Matt and I was like, you're lucky one of us didn't come out and just fucking knock you the fuck out. And then I look at Matt and I'm like, then we'd have to fight, Matt. And then he's like, oh yeah, you're right. And then Gabe's just like, I mean, is he gonna say sorry? I'm like, he's never gonna say sorry to you, dude. He just like walked away.
Yeah.
So
he's
then
just real butthurt by the whole thing. Yeah.
So then the next day we're like, and almost like this whole story kind of seems cinematically kind of like a Kubrick movie, because everything was kind of in weird spots where everything was kind of like symmetrical. And I remember this day there was a huge like road that would go to backstage, but we weren't allowed to park in it. It was one of the days where Warped Tour is at like an amusement park. So like you'd be on the outside of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
And then there'd be a road that you would walk to
Yep.
get into the place, right? But it was like, you know, it's probably like 20 buses on one side, 20 buses on the other side. Nobody is like walking. Oliver's in there and he's tattooing that day. We get out of the bus and it's like a ghost town. No one's around. So we just start taking this long walk to go to like catering or something like that.
Yeah.
And no one's around. So like you just see 20 buses on each side, the road, and then this big door, this like big gate that goes like, right? And it opens and who comes walking out is Jesse from Motion City Soundtrack.
Yeah.
And he comes walking out and like we're like, oh man, like remember last night? Like we're like,
Yeah.
oh shit. And he's getting closer and like our eyes are getting bigger and bigger. It's like, is he gonna talk to us? Is he gonna do anything?
Yeah.
And then he just like walks past us. And we're like, holy shit. And then he goes, hey guys, can I ask you a question? we turn around and he goes, did I really eat piss Skittles last night? And Oliver's shitty laugh is just starts laughing in his face, and we're like, dude, you were like eating him before we could even say no. Mind you, we watched him scoop them from the ground and put them into his mouth, and we were like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Just, we were telling him not to, just we were real
kind of like,
calm about it. And that poor dude ate piss Skittles, man. Zach Cannon piss
I
Skittles.
love how 100 people just like disappeared, and this one guy just came like out of hey.
We were like texting. I remember like that morning. I'm guessing like 30 seconds after he ate piss Skittles, I was probably on like 4 group chats, just like Jesse from Motion City Soundtrack. Like everybody on the tour knew that he ate piss Skittles.
Yeah,
like,
obviously somebody
immediately.
had filled them in.
Yeah,
that day.
just like, oh fuck, man. And I can't remember who was working for him. I think like Brian Diaz or someone like that was working for him. Who like now works for like Fall Out Boy. Someone we were like tight with.
Yeah.
And like he must have been in one of those group chats and was like, Jesse, you ate piss Skittles last night. But that's the piss Skittle story. And this all stemmed from that. My now obsession is these. I'm obsessed with those like buffalo chicken, like pretzel niblets.
Oh, yeah.
Things or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
like the Snyder's ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I almost brought a bag with me. So
Oh,
brother who's like bummed at me, you would have just heard like
yeah. Those are probably way louder than Pop Rocks.
yeah, the whole time.
Those are tight. Those
Yeah.
are fucking delicious. Have you like? Do you still like do tons of Skittles though?
No,
Yeah.
I try to stay away from Skittles.
You cut
That's like my I was straight up addicted. I would always have a pack of Skittles in my pocket.
Yeah, like at all times.
At all times, like just in case I like needed them. I have them in my car. I would have them everywhere.
Can I ask, was it like an assortment of Skittles or just regular original Skittles? 'Cause they have,
Original Skittles. I mean, sometimes I would fuck with like
They did come out. They come out.
the wild berry one gets real boring.
They came out with some shitty fucking.
The tropical one
Some are
is the
good.
only one that I would go fuck with because the pineapple one, the pineapple flavor in that tropical one is like the best pineapple, like artificial pineapple flavor.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. It's a blue one.
Now they have those like hot ones.
they have like I saw
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
weird.
bought them on accident, and they were like,
How were they?
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sweet heat or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember
it's real stupid.
remember when I had the dill pickle seed
Oh, yeah.
obsession?
Oh yeah.
I bought $111 worth of
And didn't you
Biggs.
didn't you drive to like? Were you like in Buffalo and you drove to like Erie to get that or something?
I drove to Erie to go to Sheetz and to get breakfast at Waffle House.
Yeah.
And then I bought $111 worth of. Are you saying we should go to Erie right now and go to Sheetz? I'm not even kidding. I would.
No, straight up. Do you want to? 'Cause
I would take a trip to Erie right
I'm
now.
not kidding. You can take my dad's car.
Yes,
'cause it's
let's
full of
do
gas.
it. Yes.
I don't want to teach tonight.
Full of gas.
I will go to Sheetz after this podcast.
We are doing it.
Yes, yes.
I fucking love Sheets.
Me too.
It's the goddamn best. Sheets sponsorship.
Dude, I already said
talked about it
I
on
have,
here.
but I have an inn with the headquarters.
Yeah.
And the next time we roll through, I think it's, I might get this wrong, but I think it's somewhere around like that Stroudsburg, like Wilkes-Barre area of PA. They have.
Oh wait, is that the fucking the gimmick exit? What the fuck was it called?
Oh, Clark Summit?
Yeah.
Clark
You call it the gimmick exit.
Yeah, gimmick
Because there's
exit.
just like 100
Everything
gimmicks off
there,
there.
yeah.
Like in the middle of nowhere.
Clark Summit.
You literally just pull around that corner. It's like, oh, there's Chipotle. There's
Everything
Applebee's.
you
There's
want.
a Bob
It
Evans.
like seems like a
It was
test
after, like,
city.
seeing nothing.
Yeah.
for a
Nothing.
long time, and then you turn that corner.
It's a
and
gimmick. Yeah, it's Gimmick
the white-
Boulevard.
The whole place is lit up.
Yeah.
The gimmick
Times
exit.
Square.
It's like the Las Vegas of like
Yeah.
gas stops.
Yeah. Clark Summit. It's like you
Was that
know.
what you were talking? Was that the area you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's there, but it's like that Wilkes-Barre, like that area, like there. It's somewhere in there.
Okay.
But yeah, a dude invited me to go to the factory and then to like actually go to like the test kitchen.
Yes.
Where they like test out the food or whatever.
Check out these burritos.
I would love that, dude. Yo, I'm straight pumped right now.
Me too.
A steak and potato right now. Straight back.
I did.
the best.
You got me real into the fucking dill pickle seeds.
Oh,
And I got real into
They
them
burned
from
up your
driving.
mouth, right?
And I think I ate them straight for. It was one of the CCW drives, which was like 7 hours, and I ate it the whole time. And I got real nauseous, and I burned the shit out of my mouth. I just overdid it.
Oh, it's time to start them back
I
up.
overbrothered on the dill pickle seeds and fucked myself up.
Oh, I just got the critic said he just saw Bad Samaritan.
Oh, what did you think?
He did put exclamation points after.
I forgot I went to the messages.
Yeah.
One of the things he said was, oh, fuck, I don't want to fuck it up. Hold on.
I don't want to fuck it up.
It was emotional gut punches, but it was some real emotional gut punches in that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, what movie was it? Lean on Pete.
Oh yeah, he's real
hard on it.
Yeah, that movie he was like chubbed up
He
for.
said it fucked him up, and that had some real emotional gut punches, full of lots of big, beautiful, sprawling shots from the desert in Wyoming.
Yeah.
That's dead serious.
Yeah.
What the fuck? My reply was, I can't believe he says that shit. He just used the word sprawling.
yeah.
Holy fuck, man! What do you say about like the beautiful shots?
He said, oh, fuck.
That sounds like my tug sessions. I sprawl out.
Big, beautiful, sprawling shots.
They're for a tug session.
Yeah.
Of a tug session. What the fuck?
Wow.
He rules.
He is the critic. We gotta have him. We gotta have the critic on and have him
For
like
for a movie.
review his like
Movie
top
review.
10. Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
for
10.
sure.
Oh, Columbus was a great movie. It's a coming of age story.
He should have his own podcast
Yeah.
where he just shits on
And actually,
movies and stuff.
if we could, if he just did like a skit on here, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like reviewed a movie. Like
Yeah,
once
like
a week.
and it's the
Give him
critic
10
time.
minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes with the critic.
Yeah. We just leave. He just talks to him like, take a break. It's time for a
Go to
fucking
Sheets
a
and come
freezy.
back.
I think
Yeah.
we'll-
Still talking.
I think what would actually be even better is like than having him like do a review on here is if he like text it to us and then we just read it
Oh
out.
my god.
Like, bro, it could be
I
it could
actually
be
love-
it could be as long as you want, dude. Just
I
type
love
it out.
that idea.
We'll read it out.
Yeah.
Like just say, hey, this week could you go see this and text us a review and we'll read
Yeah.
it.
Can't wait for the Bad Samaritan review that I'm gonna get because I just said it's like how it was. I go, how was it? So, you're gonna get a live action. You're gonna live action of Bad Samaritan right now from the critic.
That movie was fucking awesome.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
I was not expecting to be that fucked up and twisted. I had a great time. That's what he just said. Straight from there, Bad Samaritan, guys, go see it. The critic approved.
That's a great sell.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. What do you think, guys?
I don't know.
You got,
We
Puff,
talked about a
Oh,
lot.
Puff, you got anything else?
I feel like I drained the fucking balls of this fucking podcast when I brought up that Patreon stuff.
What do you mean?
I didn't think so.
I don't think
Kind
so.
of slowed it down. I feel like I should talk about it now.
Yeah, the
Oh.
I'm not going to bring it back.
No,
but-
I thought that was a great question for listeners.
I
Yeah.
thought you could have gotten
Daniel
more
San will
Patreon.
tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Daniel San.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniel San, did you unfollow me on Twitter, you fucking prick?
Yes.
Right
I got
here.
a notification that he had
Did he
followed
just
me.
followed you?
But then when I went to click on it, it said he didn't follow me. And I don't know if
Call
that's
out
beef with
right
me or
now.
something. But
That's happened to me with some people have done that to me. That actually happened to me with Laura once too. I was like, "What? I'm not
That
following
sucks,
Laura," and then I
dude.
had to like hit
Tell her
her.
to sleep on the couch.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
fucking unfollow me on Twitter.
Sleep on the couch.
You fucking prick.
Yeah.
What were you talking about there? How do we get on
Oh.
Daniel's side?
You said something about him loving the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can talk more about Patreon. There's like unlimited things you can do with
Yeah.
it, and I think it's super cool.
Who like?
I'm going to do more. That's it.
You can send.
Yeah,
like,
we just want to do
like
more
naked
stuff.
pictures of yourselves. For,
Yeah,
like, the high level.
sprawling shot.
100.
Sprawling shots.
We can do
Sprawling shots level.
100.
Yeah.
The $100 level 5 Patreon
Yeah.
is nudes of
Yeah,
us.
sprawling.
Sprawling nude shots.
Yeah, the desert that is my belly.
We'll give you that video of when Danny was like raping Puff in a hotel room. Did you ever see that before?
that
Yeah.
one.
He pulling his pants down.
All the really
Yeah.
inappropriate stuff
And
that all of us do.
Puff's just like on his stomach, like defenseless. Like, hey man, cut it out.
Danny's a straight up maniac.
He is.
Yeah.
He's-
I mean, you guys, I don't want to like talk about this in depth, but like the video sent of Seabass this week from training is like, we need to get that dude some.
Oh, the promo or
Yeah.
the? Oh yeah.
Shoot pro. Can we talk about that?
I mean,
Look, I just like basically we had a guy at training. We were trying to get like real, like promos to be a little more like realistic, and brother just came up there and got real about it.
Poured his
Like,
heart out.
Yeah, poured his heart and soul out, and then Seabass goes up there and just like does a
Shreds
gimmick,
him.
shreds him in like a gimmick promo, like like what the fuck, like
yeah.
Seabass.
He's like, you fucking coward.
Oh my god.
You're nothing.
You got some real balls.
Oh
It's like,
my god.
Jesus, man. But not even, but like, it's like to even know, like, Seabass wasn't doing it to be a prick. It's
No,
just
he
how
was
he
just doing
is.
it, yeah.
He's just like playing a character.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this again. Like my favorite Seabass moment for the rest of my life, and young Kevin Bennett was a part of it.
Yeah.
Was Jesse goes through like a heat drill,
Oh, okay.
and he's like, guys, I don't want to see any finishers. This like heat isn't for finishers. Heat is for like
Beating the fuck out of it.
beating the fuck out of a dude, right? Seabass goes out. The heat starts. He choke slams Kevin Bennett and puts him in a chin lock.
No, it wasn't Kevin Bennett. It was that.
I thought it was you, Kev.
Wait, what?
Did Seabass choke slam you into a?
Wasn't it Vinny Moon?
No, it was what the fuck's that dude's name?
Joey?
No, he I think that was the only time he came to training.
Oh.
He helps with the ring a lot. What was it?
Ace?
Yeah, Ace. It was Ace.
Oh, it was Ace.
Yeah.
I get him confused.
Yeah. Kevin Bennett, Ace.
I did take a choke slam from Seabass. It was in one of our drills, and Daniel was like, "Call a choke slam to Seabass."
Danny gets a kick out of it because like if you like, yeah, we do like a drill where like hit the ropes, like crossover leapfrog, and then the guy hits a move, and like if you call moves. If you have Seabass give you moves that like a black hole slam or like a choke, so he gets really excited.
Yeah, but yeah, like he threw a choke slam into just a chin lock.
Yeah, like
Boom!
like cut off to the heat, cuts him off, gives him a couple punches, and then just choke slams him.
It was awesome. My favorite.
So now, like, there's been a couple times you've been in training,
I'll
and
just yell it.
whenever Seabass starts putting heat on somebody, he's going, choke slam, choke slam.
Speaking of Seabass, like one of the things you were talking about earlier, the y'all in the band dude.
Yeah.
I remember like your first impression of Seabass when you met him. I remember you talking about Seabass being the like, oh, you guys are wrestling here? Like,
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but I remember it made me laugh so hard when you were talking about.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Because I knew Seabass before he started coming to grappling.
Yeah.
And I just loved that. That was your impression of him because that's like literally who he is.
Good.
Oh, you
Pretty
guys
good.
wrestling? Oh, like
You got
the
wrestling here?
yeah, like
He
so like
shows up
before when we were talking about doing the downtown Buffalo show, like giving just hand picking dudes for certain gimmicks.
Yeah.
And my gimmick for Seabass was just like the guy who he's like a country bumpkin that just came to the city, and he's like, "Oh, you guys do wrestling here?
Yeah,
You guys do wrestling here? You guys train UFC? You guys do wrestling here?"
like he sees the ring being set up and the
Yeah.
chairs.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. That coin comes out. Heads or tails.
I think I could do a little something.
Hey man, let me.
I think I do a little something.
Hey, heads or tails, brother? I hope the
call me
Seabass.
Diane.
We're not making fun of you at all here. This is
love
just.
Seabass.
Me too. I think he's fucking awesome. Has the biggest feet I've ever seen out of a human being.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got huge feet.
He does have.
He might have gigantism.
He's like,
He might
how old is he? He's really young, right?
Just turned 19, maybe?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought he was like 21 or something.
No.
I thought he was 37.
I know I was being told, just like I knew he was young.
18.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
He's
Might
young
still
as
be
fuck,
18.
man. I don't think so. I think he just turned 19.
He could have.
Last time I talked to him, I think he had like a birthday, not that. Like when I came to training before my shoulder surgery, he
might.
just turned 19.
We might. I mean, maybe like the picture for this podcast, we should put that picture of him and his brother. Where they're fucking face to face.
the best picture.
It's like, isn't there like a Stallone movie where he's like face to face with some Demolition Man?
Yeah, Demolition Man, and then I mean, the greatest ever is Carl Weathers and Arnold.
Yeah, it's
from Predator.
Yeah, it's just legit them.
Yeah,
just nose to nose.
Those are the top two. The number 3 is Seabass and Seabass's brother.
Yeah,
nose to nose.
it's so good.
That's like the handshake wherever we go now.
Yeah,
we teach everyone in the locker room the Seabass and the TDT bass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
when you mix the TDT handshake with it.
TDT's real big on like the Viking handshake where you grab brother's forearm.
Yeah. The tabernacle.
Paul London's real big on that too.
The fucking team.
Great.
Yeah.
Who told Ben? Did you tell me that they came out dancing with No Way Jose? Did you hear about that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were extras.
TDT and
extras in Montreal.
And the No Way Jose thing.
I would
chickens on their heads.
freak the fuck out if I saw that.
Yeah, no.
There's got to be video of it somewhere.
It has to be.
Look around.
Wow,
that's great.
If you guys don't know who TDT is,
tag team out of Montreal.
They're fucking awesome.
They rule, man.
It literally translates the fucking team.
Yeah.
Is that really what it stands for?
I asked Thomas, and I go, what does that stand for? And he goes, the fucking team. It's like awesome.
That's a great name.
Don't give me anything else.
In French, it's like
Le Tabernacle.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, they're fucking great. TDT, check them out.
They're
awesome. Is that them? No.
I just had something else I was gonna fucking say, and I forgot. We were talking about TDT.
Yeah. How awesome.
Puff's looking for them dancing with chickens on their head.
Cannot find it.
You got nothing?
I don't know how to look for it. I don't know if he had a match.
Yeah, just probably look for like his intro.
But also the best thing at Backlash this week. Oh, there they are.
Yes.
In the background, you can see in the beginning. That's both of them in the blue shirts. Yeah. Ringside, if you can see the
a little bit.
How awesome is that?
Maybe they'll be dancing in this. Backlash.
You can always zoom up.
The best part was New Day, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Elias,
Rory Gulak.
Yeah. It was that Elias skit.
I wish it was actually like Rory Gulak too. I mean, it was Rory Gulak.
Just coming out.
I wish they were like, and Rory Gulak's out there.
Shooter Rory Gulak out there. Yeah, I heard that.
So what do you guys want to do?
Why is Tyler Body here?
Oh yeah, Tyler Body just showed up.
I know. I feel bad. Body's just standing in the back.
The ghost of Tyler Body.
We've
seen him one time in 3 months.
The wet girl's here, impersonating Tyler Body.
I gotta go now.
Oh, come on.
It's so cool.
See him?
Oh, the wet girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blue shirt.
We opened up talking about the wet girl.
Yeah, told him the story
Because
because it was
they told me about the wet girl.
yeah.
Well, you guys obviously know his mom's like a psychic, right?
Yeah, I would sleep here
So the one day I came here
with my prick out.
and
Yeah, they're there.
They're there.
I saw like a blonde girl in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I thought it was Anna.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was
So I'm knocking on the door. Thanks, Jesse. Good. And there's no answer, so I call Anna, and she's like, "Oh, we're on our way back right now," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I like walk out. There's no one in the kitchen now. And then a week later, his mom tells me that it's a ghost that visits. It was
And she has blonde hair?
Yeah, it's the ghost. Did you ever hear about that killer that was like beheading girls in Niagara Falls?
No, but
All right, so this killer is beheading girls in Niagara Falls, and it's literally the ghost of the one woman.
1920? When
It was like 2 years ago.
really?
Yeah.
I was wondering if like future ghosts, if they're always from like the 1800s or like 1600s. There's never just like
a ghost.
It's
a
always in the
teenage
past.
girl from like 2 years ago.
2012.
But no, like
Yeah.
his mom said that this ghost visits on Saturdays because the sister comes and visits his mom to talk to her.
Yeah.
And that day the sister didn't show up, so the ghost was waiting here for her. And I saw her in the kitchen. His mom showed me a picture of this woman, and it was the exact woman I saw in the kitchen.
What the fuck, man?
So then
Well, I'm sleeping here
and
with
then
my
they told me
prick
about
out.
the wet girl, and I said, I left.
I'm sleeping here with my prick out. Oh, I wanted to announce this. I'm not shaving my face or my head until my shoulder's better.
Oh,
You
yeah.
announced that the other day. I was pretty into it.
Yeah. I'm going to look wild.
Real wild.
I'm going to have back hair.
You're not even gonna like do that or nothing.
No. I asked Hannah, I was like, will you love me when I look like Larry David? Like when I have Larry David's hair.
Yeah.
She said yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Back hair and everything.
Yeah. We'll see about the back hair.
Yeah.
Just right now I can't
it's a long move.
shave it because my shoulder doesn't work.
Yeah, that one arm ain't gonna really pull it off. Understood.
Yeah. And I'm afraid I'm gonna like shave off a wound or something. I have like 6 holes in my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah, I
want
guess.
to tie it up?
Yeah. Puff,
Eat those Freezy Pops?
I did want to say I am really excited. Like I am really excited for Just Ribbin with Puff and Danny.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. What do you like better? Just Ribbin with Puff and Danny, or Just Ribbin with Danny and Puff?
Just Ribbin with Danny and Puff.
That's what I said. That's what I just said it the other way, but I like Danny and Puff.
Like Dan was big on having it be Puff and Danny, but like I always was saying Danny and Puff. So
yeah,
it's the alphabet.
Yeah,
D becomes
exactly.
P. Yeah, D before P.
That always works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DDP.
Throw
DP.
out Danielson again. He literally just DM'd me like right after I was done talking about him earlier. So
Really?
He sent me a.
He's in here
Infinity
right now
War.
somewhere.
He sent me a post of Roman Reigns as Thanos.
Oh, cool.
Great
So
post.
to go into like he must have us bugged. Or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're bugged in here. It's like, oh, they're gonna love this.
it's Roman Reigns as Thanos.
Why isn't Frank Grillo fucking bug us? I would love for a DM of Frank Grillo. We talk about him enough on this goddamn
Fuck
podcast.
your crossbones, man.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
That was what a weak bitch.
Oh,
I know,
I
man.
thought that Frank dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I legit thought they were gonna do something cool with Crossbones. And
Crossbones
then
is fucking sweet.
he
looking.
died in 1 minute.
Yeah, he was
right away.
I don't even. What movie was he in? I don't even remember.
He was in Winter Soldier.
Oh, inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's the beginning of Winter Soldier, the start,
Very
through the
short-lived.
course of, he's Frank Grillo,
Yeah.
and then he dies at the end, and they bring him back to life, and they're like, he'll do great for this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then he starts out in,
And he's gone in like 5 minutes in Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't like Captain America just take him out in the beginning or something?
yeah, right in the beginning. He gets chased through like a little town.
He was awesome looking in the comic books.
Looked great. He looked great. He's Frank Grillo.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looked great.
True that. Yeah, Puff. Just Ribbin with Danny and Puff's gonna be
Yeah,
sweet.
and we're trying to think. So it's coming out on Twitch for Smash,
For
right?
Smash, and because we were gonna do this either way, we're thinking about doing a vlog too.
Yeah.
Me and Dan doing stuff like
Do like a vlog, do like a YouTube channel or
we're gonna
something.
try and put as much content out as you want as we can do. So I don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
Me and Dan are gonna be doing a bunch of shit.
you almost had me in the bathroom when I got here.
Almost.
You said
Almost.
you said you
partially ribbon.
you said you filmed like an intro.
Oh yeah, I did. It's just me in the mirror of the bathroom holding my phone like this, and I'm like, here I am in the studio, the studio bathroom. I know this man Pepper Parks is about to come in here and piss, and I'm gonna get him so good.
Yeah.
And then it's just me filming the door for 5 minutes straight, and no one walking in.
I love
Okay, he's talking to Kevin right now about Burger King.
I wonder why there's 2 Burger King setups in there.
Yeah, I walked in. There was just all the arrows. I'm like, oh, those are Puff shoes. Oh, there's an extra meal there. And then I'm like,
Here's a beverage next
where's
to the
Puff?
deal.
Blah, blah, blah. And then I just looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, fuck. I let the cat out of the bag.
Well, you partially ribbon with Puff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should he heat the ring? Get some Freezy Pops in us?
Yes. Oh, you guys are going to Sheets.
Possibly right now. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:30.
So
I got stuff, man.
we all got
I got stuff to do. That's like a day trip.
Jesus a
That's-
sacrifice.
Because we can day trip, then we can go hike in that fucking gorge by the Indian reservation.
Is there one?
Yeah.
Like Pennsylvania or something?
No, it's like in like almost like Salamanca area.
Oh, is there sheets there?
No, but we'd have to go to
Farther.
Sheets, and then on the way back we'd have to cruise.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a
We'll
possibility.
see.
I'm about 56% in right now.
You want to do the closing bit, Puff? We don't get you out here very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Last time I did it, it didn't show up. I didn't hear it.
Really?
The travel rig one.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And
No,
yes,
the travel
what
rig
happened?
episode got cut short.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
I was wondering.
It, like,
so I was
never,
listening to
yeah,
it,
it never finished. Brother Mark Adam Haggerty posted it, and then I listened to it, and it cut short.
Fucking Haggerty. Listen up, Haggerty. Let me talk to you for a second. I
Yes, son of a
I got
bitch.
something to say to you, fucking Mark. Andrew? Adam Haggerty.
Just end with Mark. Mark.
Listen, you fucking Mark. Heat's in the ring, brother.
Cut off my fucking.
You're gonna cut out my outro?
You goddamn kidding me, Mark?
There is
See you
heat. There's
soon.
heat in the ring.
There's fucking heat with you and me, Mark.
This is your chance.
Also, congratulations about being strong and you're coming out. I'm gonna say that. Some pretty shitty shit happened to him, but good for you for being strong about it. But also,
It goes to like extreme negativity to extreme positivity.
But it was like
but he's still gonna whoop his ass.
I'm still gonna beat your ass.
It was in the
But,
same.
congratulations.
The best was it was in the same tone. He was like, "I also want to say
Yeah.
that I'm just really proud of you on what you did."
like a strong brother. You came out of the closet the way you were then.
Some shitty stuff happened.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Still gonna whoop your ass. You and me in the goddamn middle of the ring,
Fucking
Mark.
up my-
All right, give him the outro.
Heat's in the ring, brother.
Yeah.
See ya.